This video is about the Lapyahan sa San Remigio, Cebu. I'm here right now in Lapyahan sa San Remigio. This is like the public park, public seaside park for the people of San Remigio. So you can see this is a food court here where they are held, where the people will held all their activities, cultural activities, and there are food places around where you can eat. And here is their, let me see, San Remigio Tourist Information Center. So I'll be going there to ask what are the places I could visit here in San Remigio. So this is behind the church of San Juan Nepomuceno, and this is quite a nice place to visit. It's open for the public, and also you can meet the other locals here in San Remigio. I just gotta have to enter the Tourist Information Center to see any information of what places to visit. Oh, so beside the Lapyahan sa San Remigio, they got this Tourist Information Center in which I have a little bit of information of places to visit here in San Remigio, and they have the map of the actual municipality and what you can find. You can see the arrow from there of where is these places you can find, and obviously we are here in Poblacion where the Tourist Information Center is located, Lapyahan is located, and then the Municipal Hall of course is located in Poblacion, as always in most municipality. And there, the Hagnaya Port, Hagnaya Beach Resort, the handicraft, Hapaw Handicraft is in Luok, next to here. Century Old Acacia, Casa del Mar Beach, Pangi Cave, Natural Mangrove Forest, and they have a few dive sites here because, as you know, San Remigio has the longest shoreline in any provinces here in Cebu Island. So San Remigio, being the longest shoreline of any municipality around Cebu Island, is also offering a lot of dive sites. This is one of the popular diving destination, aside of course from Mualbual, is the San Remigio. So this is the food court for the people. You can obviously see from last night's drinking spree, they have San Remigio Idol there as a program last night, and this is the park, public park where people can enjoy. There's kiosks that they can rent for free, I think first come first serve, and then that's the beach that they can enjoy freely. So I'm here now on the shoreline of the Lapyahan sa San Remigio. You gotta remember the shoreline is publicly owned. The Lapyahan is a public beach done by the government of San Remigio, although some of the places here like this, you can come here for free, but when you use the cottages that was built here, even there, that's when you start paying. For the locals, they can rent that from 300 to 500 pesos a day depending on the size of the cottage. And like I have mentioned, that San Remigio has the longest shoreline here in the island of Cebu, and then you can see there that the long shoreline of white sand, although some can argue not so white, but it's still white compared to most of the city beach. And you can see that you can walk freely here on the long shoreline, although some of the owners of the land after the shoreline have extended their hold by walling off some of the beach. But actually, the government should not be allowing that, although they are renting the shoreline from the DNR. There should have a rule that they should left the shoreline free from any obstruction. But then again, it must have been done way before when there is no restrictions like this. So the people can enjoy their land freely. But as of the moment, I will just let you see the shoreline of the Lapyahan. So here, you can see as I walk along here, the public are enjoying the beach. This is the Lapyahan, open for the public. You can come here anytime, set up your tent, and enjoy the beach with a family bonding with your relatives, and still able to buy food outside with all the food kiosks in the food park. So it's just 7 in the morning, 7:30 right now actual, and these people are already here enjoying the beach. So this is what I mean, that even if they have owned the private land after the shoreline, the actual shoreline should not be obstructed. It should be left free for the people to enjoy. And like here, they have the longest shoreline than any other provinces, and they are most of it anyway are open to the public to walk over and enjoy. So those are the private beach resort, but this one is part of the Lapyahan where you can rent the cottages. So there's an old lady there exercising on the water. That one that you can see floating is part of the beach resort as their dining place or some of their services. So look at the locals just bringing their picnic food and enjoying the swaki na sir, no? That's what we call swaki, but in English it's called sea urchins. And the locals doing their selfie. But isn't it beautiful here? Look at the beach. Like the foreigners has not been here. This is one place that you can visit, San Remigio, on the north of Cebu. Now that Old B said that he wants to come with me when I go out, so I'm expecting him to come with me with all the trips like this. And I told him that when it's you and me, of course I'll be doing the nice hotels, not just like what I do is like, as long as it works just for the night, go. But of course it has to be more comfortable, more convenient if I'm with my husband, because I know how fussy he can be. Now here, walking on this beach, imagine I will let Old B walk around here from end to end. Then that will be a good exercise for him walking on the beach. So this is another beach resort. You can see the cottages they are renting out. So that's a good way that they have walled off just the start of their property, not including the shore. But you gotta remember, if you're buying a beach, legally you cannot own the shoreline because the shoreline is owned by the state. What you do is you rent it out from the DNR, and usually the rent continues. If you sell your property, the rent of the shoreline will be rented again, transferred the name to the next owner of the land beside the shoreline. So usually the rent like lasts 50 years. So one thing that you had to check if you have a shoreline property in the name of your Filipino wife is that the DNR lease on the shoreline will be updated to your name. Oh, beautiful. Very peaceful. It's coming high tide now. And again, this one, you can see this area nobody owns. No, it's not. Nobody's been building yet on the front of this, so the public can set up their tent in here. Whereas over here, it's already extending through here. So the locals are enjoying their land, enjoying the beauty of the nature of the place they live in. You can even see Bantayan Island far from here because it's a clear day. That's Bantayan Island. And look at the long shoreline. I could have been extending there. See, but the water I think has already reached that end of that wall. So it still extends even after that wall from there. So it's a way of life around here for people to swim in the ocean, swim on the beach early morning. So this is still vacant. No, but the owner hasn't built anything on it yet. But San Remigio is now becoming popular as a dive site. And of course the beach here are also known to be clean, nice bonding area, because you can actually see that the beach is clean. Even on the Lapiahan, where it's a public place open for anyone, because the government here retained that one for their activities and for the public. But you can still see that it's maintained and clean. So places like this is one of the beauties of the Philippines. This is one of the reasons why foreigners come here, is to enjoy the beauty of nature, especially the beach that you're watching. So there you are, the beach of San Remigio. So each beach resort is gonna be extending the properties towards this shoreline. Otherwise, if they are located somewhere on the side of the Trans Central, that way of San Remigio. But this is the beach line that they are facing the ocean. Oh yeah, because if you're looking at the map of Cebu, you look at San Remigio, Poblacion is on the side of the beach line, whereas the center will be facing the connection that they have with other towns like Medellin and Bugo. So you can see the youngsters on their selfies. I've noticed here in the Lapiahan that the mayor is leaving this open for free for the public, although like those sheds there that you can put all your stuff as a family bonding picnic is renting for 350 pesos a day, and you can cook your food here. And there's the toilets. It's a paying toilet, so it's maintained clean and water is there. So dugay nagtrabaho dito eh. Dugay nagtrabaho ani. Mga pila na katuig. Mayor Martinez. So the old person here, kasi nga ni mo tay. So Mr. Mario was saying that they are he is employed here by the mayor as the maintenance of all over the park, maintenance for the toilets, because this is remain as public place, and the mayor wanted this to be clean all the time, and all the public facilities, the toilets, they even got a comfort room for the PWD and male, female. So although you pay like 5 pesos, and also the cottages kana sa kuan LGU gyapon ng mga cottage di idea mga cottage that helps 350 a day, because that helps for their wages of cleaning up the place. So this is their duty, is to make sure that the beach is clean, the whole park is clean, and especially the toilet facilities. So pila pa ka years ang mayor tay until kuan dili siya mo relansar 9 years. So he's also working together with the term of the mayor for 9 years. So since San Remigio is proud of their own natural resources, of the longest shoreline here in Cebu, they like to maintain a beach area for their public place. So this is the place, the Lapiahan sa San Remigio. May sad tayo, okay. I know nga, ubang other place ba, ubang lugar nga na beach, sayang kaayo tayo nga, gihimo lang kuan, basurahan. Gihimo kasilyas. Kana, private na tayo, no?
Private yung kami nalimpyo, kaya ngayon diin kami medyo pasingin na niya naglabay ng mga basurahan mo. Naligo niya ito po di.
So they was saying that this one here on the side of the public beach is a privately owned beach, and some of their clients there just throw their rubbish everywhere, and they have to clean it up themselves as well. There's 2 of them. Pila mo ka buok maintenance, tulo? So that's the 3 of them. The one in the blue shirt and the other, the younger one there. 3 of them, that their job is to make sure that the park is clean and the facilities are clean. So all the fees that you pay when you use the facilities, like the toilets, 5 pesos per person, that goes to their wages and the maintenance around here. Because open ni 24 hours tayo. So 12 o'clock. They still have to impose curfew around here in the park of San Remigio. So their curfew is alas 12 tanan inyo hadiri. So their curfew around here in the whole municipality is 12 p.m. which is fair enough because not like 10 a.m. that 10 p.m. that used to be in Cebu City. That is really ridiculous for a highly urbanized city at 10 p.m. Whereas here, a municipality where not so much like you have in the city is 12 p.m. So it's still a very nice park. I-close yun din ninyo tayo basta 12 na.
Dili, wala din tao dili. Kung dili, open mo na. Wala din tao.
Also,
paano sa police ka na?
Monitor.
Naamay ko anya.
Mag-rubing. So even though they don't close the park, the people itself will stop going out at 12. Unless you're working in the port area, because last night they're still around about 12. I could hear them outside. And here, the police is also roving around at 12 o'clock. Nga, presohon sa jutay.
May bayad
There you're not going to jail, but you are penalized. So you have to pay nga pila bayad 500 pesos if you are caught out at after 12 p.m. So the people would rather stay home at anyway that's already sleeping time ang katog naman sa natay.
Okay naman sa mga batan. Mabuntag ba ganun?
So it's mostly the young at heart, or the young, mostly young age people are the one that's been penalized 500 each if they're caught still awake or here in the beach or any area at 12 p.m. So that's where all the penalties coming from the young. But most of the citizens or the residents are following the rules. So it's a very peaceful place. Peaceful bitaw kay mo diri tayo oy, no? Wala kay gubot tayo, no? So there's not a lot of trouble here. Sa crime tayo, no? Wala
din. Sunod mo po mga tao, magkuhan ang pulis. Sunod baka, karon wag ikaga, alas daw niya nila. Roving man ang pulis o mga 11.
Warning.
Warning, alas 12 na ta.
So
alas 12 alam, balik.
So there's less crime in San Remigio because most people are actually, said Tatay Mario here, that are obedient. When the police warned them at 11 p.m. that 1 hour more, make sure you're getting ready to go home. Then when they come back at 12, the people are gone. So there's not a lot of trouble around here, although there are youngsters that want to make a show or something, but it's still controllable to their police force. So this is a very nice place, you know, very peaceful, quiet. So far I do like this place, but not, it's very far, about 97 kilometers from Cebu City, more or less. So like 3 hours drive. So okay ra day tayo, no? Bago pa mo nagpista tayo, no?
Wala may pista ko alam, idol.
They have a fiesta supposed to be May 16. So what they have is just the season idol, the San Remigio idol. So idol lang, but they have to lagyo kayo.
Lagyo nandito ko kataw diya. Kami gani di.
So they have to make sure that it's like they have social distancing, so the plaza is not full up. About, he said, about 100 people only managed to watch the idol, San Remigio idol. Kuya, usag kayo tayo. Wala na yung mga activities ato. May 16 man yung pista, no? So there's no fiesta celebration. It's just mass. Misa lang tayo. Mass and that singing idol, San Remigio season idol, season 1. The first time they primero dito yung idol kaya wala may pista. First time ever. Twice na. Season 2. Because last year March man to. So last year, the start of the pandemic was March. So their fiesta is May 16. That's when they first held the season idol of San Remigio for season 1. Then this month of May, May 16, the second season of the Idol of San Remigio. They're hoping that will be the last season. Because everything should open up now. Daghan lagi mo mga kuan dito no, mga beach resort. They have a lot of beach resort and diving sites.
Dito ringay, gamel. Yung iba walang hindi pa resort yung malaki.
So others don't even have commercialized their beach resort, but it's already mostly owned commercially by some of the like corporations and public individuals who's planning to have a beach resort, but you can still enjoy some places. Napagya po yung mga public beach. Dili tanan. Kanina lang. So this is the remaining public beach according to him that's open for the public anytime as long as it's not 12 p.m. Okay sad tayo eh. Kay limpyo kay inyong lugar. Mao jud akong I was so impressed nga na imang limpyo niya ang inyong beach line is also very clean, di ba? Okay kayo. Senior citizen na katatay Mario no. So there's only one young one that's with them, but the senior citizen are given a job is to slowly clean up the park. Mao ni hinahinay lang mo trabaho. Namo lagi, but they have to do it. They have to clean it. Pero sa una tay unsa ka? Driver ka sa una sa munisipyo Japon.
Pero balhin ko din kay. Masuk dili alas 5 ko na. Mga alas 9, alas 8 man. Ang trabaho niya mo din.
So before he was a senior citizen, before he retired, he used to be the driver of the municipal hall. But now he still want to continue working, but this one is more lax because 5 a.m. they start cleaning. Then everything's clean. 9 a.m. they're already done. Then they'll just come back when like time and time just to pick the rubbish, but that's the usual time, 5 to 9 a.m. and then at night time just to close out that it's not so dirty and turn on the lights on the park. Nindot sa tay kay mga kuan kay mo ba kugihan. They enjoy making they enjoy their life here and looking at their own place clean. That's what it is. They love their place. Si Tatay Mario, salamat ka.
Doon na rin ribangan. Kita na rin magtiwas ang kataw. Ikaw tag-iyab, tanganin mo.
So one on the project of the mayor here, that's why they penalize anyone doing their doing their toilets in the shoreline. You will be penalized. And another thing that the mayor is doing, they inspect every house. Inspection nun today. They inspect every house, even the shanties, and they provide, the municipality provide toilets. Dig the toilets, put the toilet bowl, and it's up to you to incorporate that toilet to your house. So you have to make allocation on your shanty, whatever your house is, for the poor, so that nobody will do the toilets on the beach. Ninduta de is like, uy, mo di ay nga. Because I was telling him about one place that I visited where I say, in my video, Filipino Ignorance, you should see some of the floaters there because the actual kids themselves are told by their parents to do their business toilet in the sea. But here the actual mayor is providing every shanty, every household that cannot afford toilet, they provide a toilet. So nobody will do the toilet business on the sea, and also it will be in a proper septic tank, not pouring out of the sea. You know, like some of the beach in the city, like there's a big culverts from someone's house going out there on the actual beach, and it's quite prominent to see that in some of the city beaches. So Tatay Mario it's really shocking to see that the actual mayor is really maintaining the environment of San Remigio. That's why the mayor is now going on for 9 years. This is his last term. Basig mo balik pa na si mayor. So it will be his son because I think the mayor will now be retiring. So It will be the son who will continue the legacy of maintaining San Remigio as a beautiful place for people to enjoy.